Bro, that's different. That shit is whack, bro. I don't know. I can't. I'm not like excited for it. But anyway, so I've been kind of messing around with like redstone stuff real quick. And kind of like just messing around with building. I suck at building, but I actually watched a tutorial on building, and I can't lie, this came out pretty generic because everything I do is fucking generic. But look, I can sit down on Bedrock version. I wonder if y'all guys know how to do that. It's pretty cool. I've done that before. But this is a little how to make a NPC shop tutorial that I'm about to be doing. I just been ultra lazy. But if you want, I could show you. It's using command blocks and stuff. Look, it's just I'm not done yet, obviously, but I got an area up here with nothing in it, and then you got the bathroom. Wash your hands. There's pee in there, so don't look. I didn't flush. Trying to save some water here. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I can show you guys how to make an NPC shop if you guys want, and and I'll do a full tutorial that you guys can watch later on too, if you want. Maybe I can just put my cards in the stairs. Well, yeah, you could do that too, but I don't know. I find it because basically all I did was I took this shit is man work. This man work. But basically, what you do is you just take a pig, you give him a name tag, right? And you name him whatever you want. Like this pig, his name is Bruce, and then you'll like do the command to like specifically to him. You'll teleport him to like an area where he's like basically like trapped. Like so, he's kind of like he's a slave right now to my creative world. He's stuck in between here, and then I made him invisible so I could sit on him. And this is abuse. I don't care what anybody says, but at least it looks like I'm sitting down. So if you guys want to learn how to do that, usually, I can make a video on that one day. It's easy. Like it sounds like a lot, but it's easy. But anyway, invisible pig. That's right. Oh yeah, and you put a saddle on him too. That's right. So I got this little area up here too. Mad crammed. It's like a little sweatshop in here and shit. But anyway, do you guys want to learn how to make a little shop? Like using scoreboards and stuff. And they got new NPCs. I noticed too. That came out. I don't know when they came out, but it must have been recent because I remember it used to stop at him. And I was like, that guy's want to sell us drugs. You see him? He looks like he does something, right? He got a nice shop though. Scarecrow. Ominous, yet obvious. Alright, so I'm gonna show you how to do it anyway, because I have nothing else to do. Let's close them up. Alright. It's kinda complicated too, of course, but you can do like this is kinda cool if you let's say like you making like an RPG world, which I started doing, and I never finished because I never finished anything that I do. But basically you're gonna create a scoreboard, right? With the objectives. You can name it whatever you want. You could put coins, you could put, dollar bills, euros, whatever the hell it is. So you're gonna put here, it's gonna say you'll put this in the command too. In the command box. I mean, not in the command box, in the chat box. And basically you're gonna put this the way it is, scoreboard, objectives, add, and then whatever you want it to be called. I mean, whatever the objective is, you're gonna name it. So you'll put like coins, or you'll put like cash, and then you're gonna put dummy, and then you're gonna put the name that you want to appear on the screen. So this is you'll click here. You won't see nothing, but it'll be added. So once you do that, you're gonna put scoreboard objectives, and then you're gonna list them. which you still won't see nothing. But you're gonna do that. Once you do that, you're gonna come over here. I mean, sorry, I'm sorry. You don't have to do this. Erase this. Pretend this don't exist. So let's start over. You do this. Then you need to come over to this command will be next. There's a scoreboard, objectives, set display, and there's three different options. There's sidebar. You can put it in here, and it'll appear here. So say like if you're doing like a RPG map, like I said, and you don't want other people to see how much money you have, it'll appear here. Well, that'll make sense because they'll be able to see it anyway. But it'll appear here, and then where it says money, you're gonna put whatever you set here as a dummy. So when you do this, because I put sidebar, you'll see appear on the side. So once you do that, you're gonna wanna set the players so they appear on the side. So where it says scoreboard, the command's gonna be players. You're gonna set, and then you can do, if let's say you're gonna do at A, not at P. So if everyone's like playing, you got like 4 or 5 people, and you want to do it all at the same time, you just put at A, and it'll add everyone. I put at P because I was just typing and shit is what I'm used to, but and then you're gonna put the objective here, and then you're gonna put 0, so they start with 0 money. Or unless it's something that you want to start with, you want to start everyone with 10 coins or 10 money or 20 money, whatever, then you'll change that 0 to whatever. And then you'll see here pop up and it'll say unlike Mr. K 0. So now you have a scoreboard, right? So now you say, okay, how do I um how do I put um my ADHD is kicking in right now. Oh, how do I there we go. How do I how do I buy stuff? So you're gonna have, so it's like Bedrock. It's kind of annoying and kind of complicated at the same time because you need to kind of like, and this is the way that I know how to do it. I mean, there might be a better way, but this is how I know how to do it. So you have to do like a new one of these for each item you want to sell. I mean, each item you want to buy. So if you, let's say like, I think the most you can add to an NPC, I think is 6 buttons. So say you want to have one NPC, like you could buy all items from him. So you can set it up. And the way I have this in my other world is like, you'll have one merchant sell you all gold stuff. One merchant sell you all like gold armor. One merchant will sell you all diamond armor. Another merchant will sell you, like that. Basically like that would be for each NPC. And then by the time you get to your sixth one, your computer will lag probably, and then it'll shut you down, and then you'll be fucked. No, I'm just kidding. But you do all that for each one. So then here, let's start with the NPC. So let's not do this first. So we're gonna do this. You're gonna go to the NPC guy, right? And then you're gonna add an NPC. If you don't know, the command for that is give app. You can do at P or at S, whatever. And the item's gonna be spawn. Oops. Spawn egg. I believe it's 51 and then 1. No, that's not it. It's the wrong way. It's gonna be 151. There you go. Okay. And then you can spawn NPC because RIP computer over, because you can't actually get the NPC egg from the in-game menu. Like you'll see like, everything else, like, zombies and all this other shit, gas and all this stuff. Which I don't know how you can get iron golem. That must be new. But anyway, so that's how you get the NPC egg is give at P or at S, whatever, doesn't matter. Um, spawn underscore egg, then the number 1, and then the number 51. 51 is the ID of the egg. So when you spawn them, you can only kill them in creative mode. So this is actually a little fun tip. You can only kill them in creative mode. If you go into survival, you won't be able to do anything. And creative, you can. It's the only mode that you can edit them to. So you can change their name. So you want like I don't know. Let's name him Harry Potter, Black Harry Potter. And then here you can add a command. So say like you want to add a button, right? Let's say you here you're gonna put the command. So you could put let's say this is just for example at p tell. So when you pick the button, what's gonna happen is he's gonna tell you, my name is Harry Potter, right? Or you can do it like you can do it like for example, anytime you enter the NPC, that sounds so wrong. Anytime you right click the NPC, this should appear, but I think, bro, I don't know. I don't know how that part works, so don't fucking quote me. I don't know. Anyway, let's just move on to the next thing. So let's say on exit, maybe it has to be in survival. I don't know. Let's see. Black Harry Potter. Oh yeah, okay. So it has to be in survival. There we go. All right. So that does that. And if you want to say, let's say you can use them as like a teleporter. You want to talk to the computer and they'll teleport you to like wherever. Let's say you set coordinates or whatever, right? So you could do that. So anyway, so what you're gonna do is I don't even know where the hell I was getting with all this, but you oh yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so you get the NPC, you set them wherever you at, wherever they at, right? Then what you need to do is when you set the command for him, you need a command block on the floor, like this one, right? And it's gonna be set block the area of this, like where you're standing, and it's gonna be air because when you talk to the NPC, it's gonna set this chain off depending on how much money you have. So say if you have no money, it'll go this way. And if you do have money, it'll go across. It'll because it's gonna check for your money from the scoreboard. So that's how it knows how much money you have. So it's gonna go check your score first. Then it's gonna give you the tag buy, so that way anyone who has a tag buy, you'll get the item, and it won't be given to like random person. And it's based on these coordinates, so you have to be on these coordinates: -6, -60, 1. I mean, that's not one. That's 15. Fucking idiot. Anyway, 15, and then the DZ is like a range. So where it says 15, that range -1, you could be either on block 15 or block 14. Anyone outside of that, they won't get that tag. So just that's why I blocked this off to kind of give an example of why. I mean, of no one, so no one could be behind you. So you'll come in here, close the door. No one will find it. So you'll be on 15. You could be on 14, and you see the number changing here at the end, the Z coordinate. You could be any one of these blocks, and when you talk to him, it'll work. So what happens is when you talk to him and you put buy diamond sword, it'll set a red stone block on that first command block that I showed you that's set to air. And what it'll do is it'll it'll that air will set the redstone block to disappear. So that way you can continue to do the command. Let's say someone else comes in, you can do that, right? And so once you do that, let's give myself money. Wait, hold on. How do you do this shit again? I forget. Players. Add. Yeah, let's say give myself 1,000. Now I'm balling. All right, so here I'll mess this up just so you can see, that the redstone block will come here. Just gonna give you guys a little example. You talk to him, buy a diamond sword. Well, that wasn't supposed to work, but okay. Oh, because I had enough money. But you see the redstone block appeared here, but it didn't get set off because I didn't spell it right. So now I'm gonna go again to kind of show you that it'll disappear now. And it still gave me another sword. So basically, this command tests for the player in these coordinates, and if they have at this much, the two dots is more than. So they'll check for 10 in your scoreboard or more. If you have that, it'll go here to the next block, and then it'll check again. You have to be in those specific coordinates, and it's gonna give you the tag by so that no one else gets that item. Then here, what it's gonna do is the same thing. It's gonna remove 10 money from you, and then you know you have to have the tag by. You have to be in these coordinates. So it's very specific. I seen some tutorials where like they're not very specific, and they end up either everyone in the area will get an item, or it'll just kind of be like messed up and stuff. So I try my best to get the best tutorial that's gonna be coming out, which obviously is not done. But so here, what it's gonna do is gonna give the person with the tag by in those coordinates the diamond sword. Then here, the following three. Well, okay. The next two, I'm sorry. These two are optional. You don't need to have these. These are just kind of like to add like a little flair to it. So this would just be the NPC telling you, whatever you want to put. So, and you have to have the same thing, the tag by those coordinates, and then he'll tell you be safe, traveler. And the way that you'll have the name pop up on the side, like they're telling you, you have to change this to whatever you name the NPC. So say you want to name them John, or you want to name them, Harry Potter, Hermione, I don't know, something like that. It'll pop up here on the side. So then once you do that, this sound will play, and the level up sound. And then this one has to be there. So what this does, this removes the tag buy from you. So that way when you go, let's say like if you want to buy something else from him, it won't get stuck, because if it doesn't remove here, it'll try to add it again, but it won't add it because you already have that tag. So it won't let you do it twice. And basically this side is kind of the same, but except it's kind of like opposite. So that doesn't make no fucking sense. but But anyway, so what you're gonna do here is you're gonna check for money again, but these dots, when the two dots are before the number, that means less than whatever the number is. If it's the dots are after the number, then that means that number or more than. So you're gonna put, $9 or less, and then if you have $9 or less, it's gonna give you the tag insufficient. So that is not the same as buy. So you don't, you know, it doesn't get like mixed up. And then and I forgot to tell you, all the chain block commands, they're gonna be chain conditional. Conditional just means the block before has to initiate or has to work in order to get to this one. And it always has to be active. Because if it's on needs redstone, it won't activate because these are not redstone components. So it won't work. So here, the same thing, you're gonna add the name. This is optional. Of the NPC, and then the same thing. You're gonna type in whatever it is. So like this one, if you don't have enough money, it'll say tell the player with the tag insufficient and these coordinates. Come back when you have money, bro. What the fuck you think this is? And then here, what you're gonna do is just gonna remove the tag. So let's say I wanna, oh, I don't have enough money. Let's do minus, let's do minus 980. Oh shit, what the fuck? I think that's how much I have. Remove. All right, so now I'm broke. So now when I try to when I try to buy this from him, you'll see here, whispers to you, come back when you have money, bro. What do you think this is? So that's how you do the buy. The sell is so easy. The sell is only kind of like a one way thing because on Bedrock, there's no way to test, at least that I know of. Don't quote me on this. There's no way to test if you do not have the item. So what you're gonna do is here, you're gonna test for, you or the player, and these coordinates, and it has to have this item, diamond sword, or whatever it is that you're selling. Then you're gonna do the same thing, add tag sell, scoreboard players, and then they're gonna give you money this time. So you're gonna put scoreboard players add at P with these coordinates, the tag sell, money plus 10. That's what they're gonna give you. Here you're gonna clear the diamond sword. Where it says 0, that's the data number. So say like if you're selling like wool, because wool there's one name for the item, but there's multiple IDs. So that's like the same thing for the goat horn. They say you want to sell red wool, it would be like wool 3 or something like that. Brown wool, it'll be wool 1. So that's what that 0 is. And then the 1 would be the quantity. So I say 1, you're only selling one diamond sword. Then again, you put the NPC. This is what he says. Nice doing business with you. Come again soon. Hee hee. Then after that, it's a sound. This is remember that like I said, these two are optional. And the ending is gonna be the same. Remove the tag. Sell, and you're good to go. So let's sell him these two swords so you can see how it works. So he gives you the money goes up. I have another sword. Let's sell him again. And that's how you do a NPC shop. It sounds like a lot, but once you put it into practice, it's pretty easy. And then let's say if you want to erase everything, or let's say I have $20, right? I believe, let's see. You put reset players money and it'll take the person away, but then you have to do, I believe it's this one, yeah. Set P, and then everyone will get reset. So that's about it. Beat this motherfuckers up now. I wish they had armor trim in here. It'd be kind of cool, man. Man, one hit kill, bro. Still no chance. So these are just some builds I kind of messed around with. And I don't know if you guys know. I mean, I know the ones who do mess with redstone do know this, but I want to show you something cool. Check this out. Did you know that with the brewing stand, it gives you no power? I mean, that's not the cool thing, but if you put water in it, did you know that the brewing stand will actually power redstone? Look, well, hold on, give me 1 second. I'll show you something. Hold on. Of course, you have to use, I believe it's a comparator. Say, my God, bro. So you want to do something like this? It'll actually power. If you take the water out, and I wish I'd known this before, but if you take the water out, it don't power nothing. You couldn't find on what on redstone stuff? They're kind of confusing, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it took me a while, and even then, I'm still not like no expert, but I know like a lot of stuff that I didn't know are could be powered by redstone. Like this, that powers redstone, which I never knew that because I know certain things like let's say for example, repeater, right? It gives you certain things will give you like one tick of redstone, and then other ones will like give you like a whole entire thing, like a redstone torch. Right? It's a redstone does, and they'll give you like a full 15 power thing. So say here, right? You could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Anything past this won't get powered. And I'll show you a little example. Oh, the NPC stuff? Yeah, the NPC stuff. It's hard to find anything. And when you do, a lot of the time, they're not really they're not really good ones. Because I guess like and I'm not gonna take it away from people. I mean people try, and they try to explain it, but sometimes it's just that's not what people are looking for, or it's just wrong. But 15 is the most for like a redstone torch, and then as you can see here, you see it powers it. But if I put on 16, it won't do nothing. So I know a lot of these, like some of the stuff will give you 15 ticks. Some of them will give you like one. Put that here, and then also the cool thing about redstone is that you could kind of use it as like a invert. Like you can invert power. So basically, what it does is say like normally you see it's always on, and you could kind of like turn it off with certain things. So say like this is an example because ever since I learned like the simple redstone stuff, like I fell in love with it. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm like obsessed with the damn fucking thing. But I'm still not an expert. Like it's sad. I've seen people like building these crazy things with redstone. I'm like, ain't no way that I have a fucking damn heart attack. So let's say you wanna turn it off. You can do that, and you see it'll only like the redstone will be powered, right? Oops. And now, so the redstone will like invert, like it will only invert if it's one block below or one block over. So say, for example, right, and it's kind of confusing. If I put it here and I put the redstone, it'll stay on. And that shit had me confused for a long time. And I was like, how the hell? But if I put a block on top, of course, it's not gonna work because I'm gonna look like an idiot. Okay, so I guess it's only one block below. I wonder something now. Oh no, first not. Yeah, okay, so that don't work. But yeah, so one block below and it'll turn it off. But you could also do other things too. I think like if you do something like I think it's this way. Yeah, you could turn it off like that too. So it's like other side. Because basically what it does is it powers the block itself and turns this off. And you can do a lot of cool things with that too. So say like if for example, you want to do something like I don't know, something this is just stupid as hell, but say this is always on, right? Oh, What did I do? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No. Let's say you want to do this. And of course, what I do is don't fucking work. I'm retarded. Okay, there you go. So say you wanted to do some shit like this or some fucking for whatever reason you would want to do this, don't fucking know. You can do that. And another thing too, which I did not know, was you can place like redstone. I mean not redstone, like glass, and it'll go like over. Because in most blocks, um you see how they connect? If you put like another block, it'll like cut off the circuit and it won't work. Like it shows like that, but it don't fucking work. But when you do it with glass, for some reason it works. No, I don't know. Has something to do with some Minecraft logic shit. I don't know. Stupid. But yeah. A lot of things that a lot of people do too, is like they'll like do shit like this because like it's easier I guess to get up. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. So normally like people my bad. You see like all the way up here. People like to do this too, so this is like it's good if like you wanna build something going up. And you're like, oh I don't have, and you can do like repeaters and shit too, like to extend the redstone thing. Forgot what's it called. But anyway, you could do stuff like that. You could another one that people like to do is this. Except this doesn't work. I don't think this works with glass. Yeah, see. Has to be a solid block. So sometimes people do this too. And then like that's also, they invert shit like that too. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get this across, but let's say we do this. Oh, that's why. I'm gonna say you could do something like that, and it'll kind of like reverse if you want something up too. That's another thing they call it. I think they call it a redstone ladder, some shit like that. I don't know. Like all these fucking names. All I know is that it works. I don't know what these fucking names are. I know that they work. This is another thing that I like to do, like from like my if I do like a horror map and stuff, because it makes it like blink, and you can make it longer too. Like these repeaters, and it'll make it kind of like a little bit more spookier. And if you want to learn how to do this, that's easy. All you do is um let's say here, right? It's gonna stop it. So let's say you put on like this. So it has to be one redstone. So they kind of like cross like that. Repeater, redstone, repeater, redstone, repeater. And then you can do these like what's it called? I think they extend out some shit like that. I don't know. But basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this redstone block and you let it go just 1 second, and then you'll see it like it's like a circuit. That's basically all it is. It's a circuit, and then they'll blink. And you could do that with anything. You could do. You want to say you want to do this shit. You can do it with this if you want to make it creepy. Say you got like I don't know, you in a haunted house, some shit. I don't know. Ooh, you want to get some scary shit or some shit. I don't know. You just fucking. Oops. I say, oh, why are the lights blinking? I don't know. I'm so scared. But it sure is cool. You could do shit like that. There's a lot of things you could do with redstone. It's just you gotta know what the hell you're doing. Sometimes I really don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So it's kind of weird. Hmm. But this has to be my favorite. Like these flush door things. Another thing you could do too is oh, let me show you guys something. This is something that I like. Say you playing with friends, right? You could do like you can trap your friends and shit. Like if you a fucked up person, you go trap your friends, right? What you gonna do? Sorry. You can do has to be after, okay. Okay, has to be repeaters. Okay. Okay, there you go. All right. So I say like, oh, like you a fucked up person. I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna get you back for some shit that you fucking did to me, man. I think you could do it like this. I'm not too sure. Let's see. No, you can't. Okay. All right. So what you're gonna want to do is you can dig out. I believe it's two to the left, like away from here. Oh, sorry. And you could do two spaces on the right. So it should be something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or if you want to do like one chest, but this is real easy. This is a real easy one, and I like to do this one a lot when I play with my friend, and he says, "Oh nah, I know your tricks, bro." Basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put whatever, and it could be whatever block, of course, obviously, it doesn't have to be grass specifically, but what we're gonna do is you're gonna put, depending on how big you want the floor, you can do 4 blocks, each side, and then what you're gonna do is basically you're gonna dig around. You're gonna dig around all the way, and then you can do um. Of course, you're gonna want to make it look neater, but you can do something like this. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to have repeaters on each one, so you can control how fast you want it to close or not. You can give them the false illusion, that they're safe. It's actually not repeaters, my bad. It's redstone torches because they should stay open. They need to stay open at all times. And the reason why I say that is because you want them to think that because what happens is like the way I used to do it before was like I used to put what's that shit called, man? Repeaters, like the way I had them, and then basically, well, it wouldn't, it wouldn't. It will keep the door closed like this. I mean, not the door, the floor closed, right? And what happened will be like, I will keep the door closed. I'm sorry, I'm being like mad distracted. I will keep the door closed and shit, and then what will happen will be like once they went through, the floor will stay open. So it has to stay. It has to be something to keep it closed. So what you could do is like, some shit like this. Obviously, I'm in a flat land, a flat world. So that's not, you can't go that deep. But this is just something you guys could try out. And then of course you're gonna want to like make it look pretty and shit. This will be the last thing I'll show you guys, and then I'm gonna get off. But you make it look pretty. Cover up all the redstone. Oops. Of course, you make it look how you want. Make it look pretty and shit, like I said. Oops. Remember, you can't cover up the redstone lines because then it'll cut off. It'll cut it off. So of course, you can do whatever the hell you want. Make it look pretty. You wanna do some shit like make it look like dungeony and shit. You can do that. Whatever you wanna do. The fuck? And of course, you don't want this to look so obvious neither. And you just cover that shit up. I ain't the best builder, so anyone can see right through my shit. But you make it look how you want. Don't let me stop you making shitty. Don't let me stop you from making shitty houses because I do that shit a lot. And I'd be disappointed as fuck on my bills too. And I'd be like, damn man, look. That's why I said the other one has to be the best one that I've done. This one. I think it looks cool. But building ain't my strong point. So you could do something like this, say like, oh, it's spooky in here. I wonder what can be in here. It's such a mystery. Then when you open it, oh look, diamonds. Of course, it don't work. What happened? Bro, I swear, man. Oh, that's why. Oh shit. How come everything I do always be looking mad fucked up, bro? Shit's so annoying. Oh, that's what it was. My bad, guys. I skipped a vital step. It's repeaters into redstone. My bad. That was my mistake. There you go. Okay. Now we're good to go, my friends. Okay, so say someone says, "Oh, look. Wow, man, obvious. I don't remember how to get rid of that, but we're gonna let's say we put a painting. That ain't gonna make a difference. I don't know why I'm doing this. I forget how to cover that shit up, bro. Oh, that's fine. I think you could do. eh, Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we dig down one. My bad, man. Sometimes I be forgetting. I don't do these shits all the time. But anyway, so yeah, okay. So what you're gonna do is it's gonna be repeater, right? And then cover up the ugly parts. Now what you got is it'll open up or not. You know what, bro? I'm done. So now it's not going through somewhere. Well, you guys get it. You guys get the gist, right? Something like that. Yeah, I get what I'm trying to do. Don't know why is it not closing, but why is it not going? I don't know what's in. Okay, it's a repeater thing. I forget. Okay, so it should be something like this. You cover all this ugly shit up, blah blah blah, again because we've done this shit a million times already. Bam, your friend did. Anyway, that's all I got for today, guys. I'm sorry for this shit that happened. I truly apologize. I will fix it, and next time we should be good to go. And until then, yo, thank you guys for coming by as always. Peace, love y'all, and see y'all on the next time.